Coming up on the list, hands off that bagel. 5 foods that you love that make you angry when you eat them. Plus, exercise like it's 1995. Dance workouts to get you fit and bring back memories. But first, get into the Airbnb game. 3 secrets to turn your spare bedroom into a gold mine. That's at the top of our list right now.
Maybe your kids are off to college or you just have a spare bedroom. Well, that extra space could be a moneymaker. You can rent your home or even a room on sites like Airbnb and VRBO. We're telling you how to do it right on the top of the list.
You're living in a gold mine.
I was actually able to fully support myself just by renting out my one apartment in Amsterdam.
You can make money every time you vacation or even own a separate home.
You really can have a vacation home that pays for itself.
We asked experts from different home rental sites for their money-making tips, like Jasper Rivers, who teaches people how to use Airbnb.
A few months in, I was making about $5,000 a month, and that was enough for me to just travel the world and not having to go back to the corporate world.
And Melanie Fish, who is HomeAway's travel expert.
Homeowners listing their home on HomeAway.com make on average about $30,000 a year.
The first step, make your listing stand out.
Photos, photos, and photos are the key to making sure your listing is standing out.
And it's more than just taking good pics.
What are the best aspects of your listing and which pictures capture those aspects in the most appealing way? And then put those pictures to the front.
But don't be boring when describing those pics. Make your porch sound picturesque.
After a long day of sightseeing in the city, the balcony offers a perfect place to watch the sunset while enjoying a nice cool glass of white wine.
Now that's a place that I'd want to stay. The next step, pricing.
To really look at seasonality and adjust their rates accordingly. So big festivals, big events, football seasons are time when you can really raise your rates a little bit.
Each site lets you set your price, or you can use a third-party app.
One's called Beyond Pricing, another one's called Wheelhouse.
Each app takes a percentage of your profits, but they monitor other homes to help you keep your price in line. And the last tip, it's all about reviews.
You can talk about your own listing and say how cool your house is, what a great experience people could have. But if you have somebody else say that for you, if you have other people vouching for you, that's much more powerful.
And even if the reviews aren't great, always respond.
I really like it when I'm actually reading the reviews and I see that a homeowner has taken the time to respond to someone's feedback, whether it's positive or not so positive.
Raking in cash by renting your home is on the top of the list.
We fattened up your budget, now let's slim down your booty. Classic dance workouts from the 80s and 90s have come sashaying back onto the scene with a new look and all of the fun. Retro dance workouts on the fit list.
Let's sweat again! Come on, everybody!
Back in the 80s, the father of the body positive movement, Richard Simmons, inspired millions to get off the couch and sweat to the oldies. Amelia Richardson was one of Simmons' students and is bringing back his inclusive workout style with pony sweat.
Pony Sweat is a fiercely non-competitive, body-positive dance aerobic celebration.
While the classes are only in LA for now, Richardson is bringing pony sweat to the masses on her YouTube channel.
So, turn up the volume and let's do this. Come on.
Next, cue the 90s salsa music. Zumba fitness is huge. More than 15 million people in 180 countries take a class each week. And this year's hottest version of Zumba combines 80 step aerobics and supercharged Latin sounds. You can catch a class at your local gym or even get a step DVD combo at Walmart for about $50. Fighting its way to finish our list.
Set of 8, go. 1, count it. 2, work it. 3, that's it.
4,
work it.
Tai Bo, which mixes martial arts and dance to get you fit while having fun.
Pump it.
4,
pump it. Pump it.
Billy Blank's Tai Bo program owned the 90s fitness scene.
When Tai Bo first came out, it sold more DVDs than the movie Titanic.
And now Billy's back with his Tai Bo Evolution Edge fitness gadget. It's designed to help you do resistance exercise in addition to cardio.
Y'all feel it? Come on, let's go.
They start at about $90 on Taibo.com. Dancing off the pounds with a nod to the past on the Fit List.
As much as we love sweating to the oldies, one place we're embracing the all-new wallets. I never thought of my wallet as something that needed a 21st century upgrade either, but these are crazy cool, reworked, teched-up wallets on the breakdown.
Everything today seems to be getting an upgrade, and how you carry your cash is no different. Here are 3 new world ways to combine cash and fashion. First, Wally.
It's a connected wallet that will actually send you a notification if you leave it behind.
This stylish piece has everything you expect in a wallet, plus tech.
This wallet will also let you know if you've left behind a card, and you can even set timers within the app to let Wally know how long to wait before notifying you.
Since it's connected to your phone, it has a way to find that too.
Along with that, you can even double tap on the wallet to help locate your phone, as long as it's within Wally's Bluetooth range.
Sick of your old wallet? Open it up, take out $89 and hit the Wally website. Next, the Frenchie Speed Wallet.
We call it a speed wallet because all you do with it is super fast.
To take a bill out, simply open the slab, choose the one you want, and pull it out.
It makes getting to your credit cards faster too.
To get your 4 most used cards, simply pull these 2 tabs.
It has a tech element as well that prevents electronic pickpocketing.
We made it RFID blocking on just one side so you can keep your information secure but still be able to use an access card when needed.
You can snatch up a Frenchie Speed Wallet right now for $89. And lastly, the Fuse Card.
This card can store information from almost any card in my wallet. Debit cards, credit cards, reward cards, gift cards, gym membership, anything with a barcode, an EMV chip, a magnetic strip, or NFC tech, Fuse stores it.
And you don't need to be a tech wizard to set it up.
You just swipe or take a picture of a card through your smartphone and it appears on Fuse.
But the question anyone would ask, is it secure?
The Fuse card runs on Bluetooth and connects directly to your phone. If necessary, you can delete all the information on the card with the push of a button.
You can pre-order never needing to carry a card again for $129. For more info on these products, head to thelisttv.com. Making your wallet more with it on the breakdown.
Well, speaking of wallets, Dirty Dancing filled its wallet with $214 million. It had a budget of $6 million, and it was almost killed off by the studio. This month is the film's 30th anniversary, so we're looking at 5 things you didn't know about the movie that made Patrick Swayze a household hunk.
Dance with me.
First thing you didn't know about Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze was offered $6 million, roughly $1 per smoldering pout, to reprise his role as Johnny for a Dirty Dancing 2. Swayze wasn't a fan of sequels and turned it down.
I'm out, baby.
Next, no judgment, but another thing Swayze tried to nix, this classic line.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
He put up a fight to have the line cut, but later realized how well it worked. It's in the American Film Institute's 100 greatest movie quotes of all time.
It was only because I didn't understand what was behind it.
Third thing you didn't know, the test screenings were so bad that the studio considered sending the movie straight to video.
I'm just a little man.
Consulting producer Aaron Russo was convinced it was going to flop and reportedly said, burn the negatives, collect the insurance. Well, not so fast, because the film, which cost $6 million to make, earned $214 million, which is over $450 million in today's dollars. Fourth, and if the dancing wasn't tough enough, the part of Baby Houseman was written for a 16-year-old. When 26-year-old Jennifer Grey was auditioning for the part, the producers gave her exactly 5 minutes to convince them she could play a high schooler. Obviously, she nailed it.
I won't believe you. I never lie.
And the last thing you don't know about the 1987 classic, after the film, Jennifer Grey was so self-conscious about dancing again that she agreed to go on Dancing with the Stars in 2010 to get her confidence back, and won the competition.
I'm scared of walking out of this room and never feeling the rest of my whole life the way I feel when I'm with you.
That's 5 things that you never knew like this before about Dirty Dancing.
You may have heard about a company in Wisconsin that was planning to microchip its employees.
Well, it's actually happened, and it's our first story trending now.
We're implanting microchips into their hand.
You heard right. More than 40 of the 80 or so employees at the 3 Square Market vending company have now been implanted with microchips.
That's right, they can be used with vending machines, credit card readers, and to open doors that would have typically used a card reader.
I see it being the future, and we plan on being a big part of it.
Not to be paranoid, but who am I kidding? This makes me really paranoid.
I know. They say there's no GPS capability and the microchips are easily removable, but I'm going to wait a year or two to make sure those employees don't rise up like robots before trying it myself.
I'm with you on that. Another thing technology is changing, the law. A major city will be fining people for texting while walking. That's at number 2.
Sometimes we lack common sense. And you would think you wouldn't have to tell people to not text in a crosswalk.
But apparently you do have to tell people not to text while walking in a crosswalk and fine them if they don't follow what would seem to be common sense.
Starting October 25th, Honolulu will fine phone zombies as little as $15 for a first-time offense, but work up to $99 for additional offenses.
We're just out there to make sure everybody's safe.
Kind of reminds me of the helmet law.
Yeah.
You'd think you wouldn't have to tell people to protect their noggins, but you do.
Crazy times. And if hearing all this makes you think, I need a drink, how about trying orange wine? The up-and-coming drink trend is at number 3.
Wow. Guys, this is phenomenal.
This phenomenal wine is orange wine, and it's becoming really big in wine bars across the globe.
These are really unique wines.
ExoticWineTravel.com reviewed a few orange wines and gave some good recommendations to try. We've posted those on thelisttv.com.
Try one the next time you need a relaxing beverage, and then people will be able to ask you, "Orange, you glad you tried it?"
She went there. That joke never gets old, though. That's what's trending now.
Get this, in the 1770s, the king of Maui forced his warriors to compete in cliff diving to prove their loyalty. These women have no need to prove their loyalty, but their stunning dives are truly majestic. Plus, beware of the cravings. Eating these foods will actually make you angry. And crowdfunding potato salad, the most ridiculous Kickstarters. Stay tuned, there's more coming up on the list.
Lip Sync Battle is proof that late-night talk shows aren't just a place to see celebrities being interviewed. They're a breeding ground for new music shows. The latest late-night spinoffs on the hot list.
Carpool Karaoke started on James Corden's Late Late Show, and now it's its own show.
Oh no, let's go crazy!
The series will feature 16 different hosts and a lot of A-list writers, including Queen Latifah, a couple ladies from Game of Thrones, Alicia Keys, and John Legend, to name a few.
I keep on falling in and out of love with you.
It's available with an Apple Music subscription of $9.99 a month.
We need a bigger car.
No, I think we can make it work.
On to another James Corden creation, Drop the Mic is at number 2.
I saw the One Direction game you did with that tattoo. The one direction that makes sense is away from you.
Sick Burns and Sick Beats join forces on the segment Turn Show.
Yeah, well, I might be small, but my bank account's big.
4 stars will battle it out until the audience picks a winner. It's hosted by Method Man.
I came to bring the pain, hardcore from the brain.
He'll be joined by Haley Baldwin for 16 episodes. It drops in October on TBS. Third on our list of spin-offs, a segment that's going small time.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Sure, Emma Stone killed it on Jimmy Fallon, but Lip Sync Battle shorties have got me putting my hands up.
Every day is payday. Swipe my card, then I do it. Amen.
The Nickelodeon show is all about regular kids syncing and dancing. Lip Sync Battle Shorties is slated for 10 episodes with a premiere in early 2018. Nick Cannon will host with teen social media star JoJo Siwa providing commentary.
Crazy, crazy, crazy when they serve you with drama.
Finally, to a segment that we wish would become a show. Jimmy Fallon has us cracking up with Google Translate songs. That's at number 4.
I stand on your body's curves. We do not like pressure stones make.
If you didn't understand that, don't worry, nobody did. The fun musical segment has celebs singing songs that were translated by Google into another language and then back again.
And we can love re-educate.
This segment recently had Idris Elba trying to sing Baby Got Back.
I love large shepherds, that is the truth. A few of your siblings are here.
How can this not be a show?
I'll place kindness on you through your life, yes.
Singing our spin-offs on the hot list.
From Google making you giggle to grub that makes you grumpy, there are actually a lot of foods that have the double whammy of expanding your waistline and putting us in a foul mood. Foods that make you angry on the lowdown.
You're moody and scarf an entire bag of something you know you shouldn't. Now you're angry.
So if we're eating a lot of foods that are rich in salt, sugar, and fat, it can actually make us more addicted.
That addiction will cause you to pig out on the wrong things. Registered dietitian and nutritionist Chrissy Barth tells us why these 5 foods will totally make you mad. First culprit, bagels.
For every ounce of a bagel is equal to 1 slice of bread. So most bagels are about 4 to 6 ounces, which actually equals 4 to 6 slices of bread.
So your blood sugar spikes, then eventually tanks. Her tip, have half and load it with protein. Number 2, processed deli meats.
Especially like ham, bologna, even some turkey, hot dogs as well.
These are loaded with energy-sucking nitrates and preservatives that cause mood swings.
And having too many of those nitrates can actually make us more depressed and anxious.
So before you build your next sub sandwich, buy nitrate-free deli meats. Third food that'll make you mad, canned food.
BPA is basically a chemical that has been added to the lining of canned products. And when we eat the canned foods, is that lining then leaches into our fruits and vegetables, and that can lead to certain types of mood disorders like depression and anxiety.
At number 4, dried fruit.
Dried fruit is plain sugar.
And it's more dense in calories and sugar, so you'll eat more and have a crash that will totally bum you out.
But have like about a 1/4 cup of dried fruit, pair that with a 1/4 cup of almonds to make a good mix of carbohydrate and protein.
Our last food that will ruin your mood, cocktail mixers.
You're probably better off going for lighter alcoholic beverages such as wine, light beers.
It's all about the sugar rush. Mixers are loaded with it, and after it wears off, the black cloud forms over your head.
And our taste buds actually change, and we actually crave those foods even more and more.
Helping you avoid the foods that will make you mad on the lowdown. Did you know job recruiters only spend about 6 seconds when they're looking at a resume? So if you were hoping they'd see you're an accomplished kazoo player on top of being a good fit for their company, you should probably move that to the top. We asked the list fans on Facebook to name a bad job for someone who's accident prone. Your top 3 answers so far: number 3, butcher; number 2, window washer; number 1, surgeon. I couldn't help but agree. What would your answer be? The conversation is still hot, so go to our Facebook page right now.
3 ways to win at life with the list. Know the next big thing. Save time with life hacks. Stay healthy the easy way.
Welcome back. Now, we've all heard of Kickstarter. It's the place in the web where people raise funds to bring a project to life.
Right. You might have heard of some of the biggest successes or epic fails, but on today's Buzz List, Teresa Strasser has some of the weirdest campaigns to come to life. Teresa, what's up?
Thanks, guys. For today's Buzz List, we're looking at the most ridiculous Kickstarters, and believe me, they're wacky. Coming in at number 3, Poop the Game. A card game, kind of like Uno, but it's the number 2 that comes more into play.
Players take turns pooping, but don't clog the toilet, or you'll have a lot more poop in your hand.
Everybody poops. They had a goal of $4,500, but managed to raise close to $12 grand. Not bad. I mean, I'm a mother to 2 young boys. Poop's funny to kids. I get it. Coming in at number 2, I want to make a potato salad.
When we set out to make a potato salad, we couldn't say yes to every ingredient. And there are 1,000 no's for every yes.
Don't knock it till you try it. He blew past his goal of $10, raising over $55,000. With extra cash, he threw an event called Potato Stock, where the side dish was served. And taking the #1 spot for the most ridiculous Kickstarter in history, Moby Dick, translated entirely into emoji.
Let me tell you about how I want to turn Moby Dick the book into Emoji Dick.
Yeah, cannot be more incomprehensible than the original. He raised over $3,600 to bring his whale tale to life. Pretty crazy, and that is our Buzz List.
Want to binge watch The List? Stream us on Roku. Access more trends, deals, and life hacks on TV's #1 streaming device. Add The List to your Roku now. On the next list, 1. Keep you and your kids happy. 3. Minivan hacks every parent will love to know. 2. Breaking up isn't hard to do. Hire a consultant on how to dump someone. And 3. Retro, vintage, antique. Know the difference before you spend money. All that on tomorrow's list.
All right, it's time to dive into a viral video that will plunge you into a state of disbelief. We're traveling to Italy to watch people willingly jump off giant cliffs. It's on the viral list.
This is nuts! Red Bull just posted the best dives from the women's finals of Italy's Cliff Diving World Series, and they are epic. The divers take turns plunging from about 90 feet high into the Adriatic Sea, and you can see all of them, even in slow motion, on thelisttv.com. Diving into viral stardom on the viral list.
You know what, that's amazing, but the only time I want to be fly is on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you later.